Hello everyone and welcome back to another of my videos, and today we are back and we're going to be talking about the Giana Sisters Twisted Dream Director's Cut, which was one of the games that was recently made free with gold this month, so we're going to be looking into that. But before I go into the story and actually showing off some stuff, I just want to show you that you've got a bunch of activities you can do. You've got normal, you've got hard difficulty, you got score attack, which is just get some gems, quickly do that, time attack, which is complete the mission as fast as possible, and then hardcore, and then uber hardcore. Which is absolutely sick. So you've got multiple game modes here, so if you're keen as on playing an awesome puzzler with awesome game modes, there you go. Plenty of that. But with that all being said, let's actually get into the first... I'm going to do the first mission of the first act, and we're going to skip that little story bit. As you can see, I'm already up to that one, but I've played on my brother's account and I finished the game, so disregard that. Anyway, point being, let's go to the first mission. So, let's talk about the game. So the story is effectively... this is... your sister's pulled into the dream world, and you got to go ahead and save her and bring her out of the dream world and all that fancy cool stuff. So you play as Giana, and you have to go in there and save the day. And for those that don't know, this is actually kind of, I think, a remake of an original, or maybe this is just a continue on from an original, I believe. But I know there was like a Giana sister thingy in the past. So yeah, that's that. I'm just gonna jump up here. So. Yeah, you got to, in order to do it, you got to save your sister using both Cute Giana and Punk Giana. I believe that's what their exact names are called. So we're just going to go around. On the first mission, we'll be able to unlock all those abilities that I want to show you. I'll explain when we get to them. My apologies. Dun, 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 dun. We'll be unlocking Punk Giana in a second, so you can see more. But show off a bit of the puzzle. So, Cute Giana, as the one we are currently playing as, only sees like the really crappy stuff, as you can see. Alright, here's my sister. She's been stolen by an evil dragon. Oh no, I swear if you eat her. Oh, you just ate a teenage girl, you bumhole. Alright, so we're gonna do some burst battles and... What? Did you just wink your eyeball at me? What the hell? A dragon just winked his eyeball at a teenage girl. Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, totally, guys. Alright, so let's transform into Punk Giana. Woohoo! And Punk Giana sees everything freaking flippin' gorgeous, as you can see. So everything's like good, and then I go to her, and so everything's like bad and depressed and all that fun stuff. So yeah. Okay, so, right. So Cute Giana, is, like I said, is the one that sees all the dark, and Punk Giana sees all the good. And you're going to need to swap between both of them in order to, and that's a checkpoint by the way if you didn't notice, you're going to need to swap between both of them in order to get all the gems, but also to be able to complete the missions. So I'm just going to go up here, jump up there, now we'll go through these ones, go back to normal Giana, and then we go across. Yeah, so each Giana has different powers, so we're going to be able to see all of them in a second. I'm just going to keep going through the levels. And all the enemies, by the way, become fluffy birds when you're Punk Giana, so that's cool. So I'm going to jump up here, jump up here. The yellow ones are designed for Cute Giana, and the red ones are designed for Punk Giana, by the way. If you never picked that up. Swap back to me. So, there we are. I've got my power ability. I just didn't even notice. So, Cute Giana, I mean not Cute Giana, Punk Giana has this ability where she can use this to break through these crates, as you can see. Jump up to places. And yeah, it's really useful for her. That's her special ability, and you can use that to kill the monsters unless you just want to jump on them as Cute Giana, and I just failed at life so hard then. Wait, where are we up to? We're up to this part, right here. Go through. Now if I can get... There we are. This is Cute Giana's special power, which is Twirl, which is great to collect certain, what do you call those things? Gems, as well as reach other areas of the game that you could not probably do without... Oh my goodness, I hate this part. I got stuck in this part last time. There we go. And then we get that. Alright, so, let's talk a little more about the game. So yeah, each Giana, like I said, has a different way. Being Punk has the fireball, and normal not having that at all. I'll just, hold on, get that right. Whoa, gotcha. Right. Another thing as well, but this is completely small. I'm just going to sit here for a second and talk more about the game. But while we watch, I just want you to just look at how she interacts with me when I'm not playing the game. So yeah, like I said, there's two different Gianas you're going to need to do each Giana to get through the whole game and complete it. It's absolutely great. I like it how it's a nice, like, this game's a really cool puzzler game. I gotta admit, like, I'm not really a jumpy platformer puzzler person, but this game is actually really interesting. I quite enjoy it, and with having the whole swap between the two different Gianas, actually just makes it that much more enjoyable. But the thing I want you to notice is she should be doing it very shortly. Is when you go AFK, the character's going to do a little interaction when you're away. What I like about this game, it's so small that not many people probably would notice this, but if you leave Punk Giana, she's going to be like, oh, nah. Well, as you can see, she's doing it right now. She's doing that. But if I go to Cute Giana, we're going to go to her for a wee bit. She'll probably do it, hopefully, if not. But she'll do her la 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 la. Okay, she did sleepy one, but yeah, they do different actions, which I thought was really cool. And the music changes as well when you swap between each character. So that's cool. Alright, so let's keep going, finishing this mission, as well as discussing more about it, the pros and cons. So, more pros. The game, great level design, I absolutely love it. It's just awesome. And the gameplay's great, like, having to use the swap between the two Gianas just to get to certain areas is just, I just think it just adds so much more to the game, rather than just being like, just a whoop, hit that, go across, dun 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 dun, and that's the end of the mission. But before I jump and complete that, I'm going to get up here. How did I do this last time? Hold on. I think I gotta go across. Dun 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 dun, gotta get me some gems. Down. Ooh, there's more gems below me, I didn't even notice. Sick! Finding more in the second gameplay. Ah, of course I missed those ones. So what else is really good about this game? So the soundtrack's good. It's, like I said, I think it's a remake of the classic game, or it's a continue-on of the original classic 80s. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I know this is like follow-on from a previous title. And I'm just going to go complete the game now, because why not? And yeah, it's one of those great platforms. I just really enjoy it. Like, it's a really good game for a free game, to be honest with you. Like, it's a good platformer and all that. There are cons to it, though. There are certain parts that I guess can drive you really mental. For example, this mission here. I spent so much time on my brother's account just helping him do this mission. It was so painful. There was just this part that I tried to jump, and like, if you just, like, it's just so annoying sometimes, because if you miss, then you have to keep doing it, you know what I mean? So some of the parts of the puzzle platform are really annoying. So if you kind of got like a bit of an anger issue, I'm not saying you do, but if you know, you can get frustrated really fast. This game might want to skip it. I mean, you could probably be the best platform in the game and not be angry. Sweet as. But there are just certain parts that will just be like, I just want to like eat this game and destroy it or something. Like, you know, it's just really annoying. But apart from that, honestly, I think this game is absolutely great. Like, the gameplay's fantastic. The level design is awesome. And I just like the whole part of using two different Gianas just to get to the part to save your sister is just absolutely mint. I'm gonna just do a little more gameplay quickly before I end up, sorry. Can I even talk for 5 seconds? But I just think this game's great. Like, I definitely grab it. I think we've got 2 more days before it swaps to the June games. So, definitely, like, I get this game, to be honest. It's really great. I'm loving it. Alright, so I'm gonna jump up, and as you can see now, it's gonna teach me I have twirl, so twirl. And to do this, I'm gonna go, hold on, activate her ability. Come on, give me a second, I got this. Jump. As it usually, like, for split seconds, you gotta do the whole twirl thing. It's really annoying. Like, you gotta be, like, really good with the whole split mob. But if you can master it, then you're, like, freaking pro. Because it's really useful. Alright, gonna jump across. Dun, 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 dun. And then you can swap between the two Gianas while they're using their powers as well. Which is pretty funky. And now I'm gonna go through this guy. Oh, pfft, I die by a bird. Yep! That's how you do it. You die by a fluffy bird. Okay. I'm losing my stuff in this. I'm going mental. Alright, I'm going to end it here because I'm probably going to die by a fluffy bird, and that's really embarrassing to die by a fluffy bird, to be honest. But yeah, overall review, I think this game's great. I'm going to give it out of 10. Going to give it an 8 out of 10. Really good game. Hey, look, she's doing a little thing for me. It's just an absolutely great game, to be honest. I love it. I'm sure you'll love it too. But yeah, 8 out of 10. Pick up the game, check it out. I mean, even if you don't play it, it's still a free game. I mean, your kids might enjoy it. I don't know. Who knows? Your mate that loves puzzles. I don't know. But anyway, really good title. I suggest picking it up. But with that all being said, I'm going to end the video here. If you like it, please like. If you want to see more, subscribe. We've got plenty more videos on the way. Arc, more reviews. They're coming around. And also, just please let me know in the comment section below how I'm going. I would always love your feedback, and also your thoughts on the game as well. If you liked it, if you thought it was crap, I am keen as a bean to know. With that all being said, if you like the video, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more, please, catch me out. Anyway, with that all, I'm heading off. Toodles!